Your name is what? How old are you, Kevin? 3. Here are some sugar cubes. Count the number you eat. Okay, you can have all the sugar cubes you want. Go on, help yourself. Many parents would interpret this as a temper tantrum.
Even knowing what I know, the word sugar still has incredibly pleasant connotations for me. My mom called Dad sugar all the time, and occasionally me. And I just can't look at the stuff without feeling a little happy. Despite all the ways it's delivered to us, powder, cube, grain, processed, natural, brown, white, turbinado, or honey from the bee, or syrup from the tree, and no matter what we call it, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, or whatever, it's sugar. And sugar is sugar. And there's a lot of money in it. Millions of dollars worth of empty calories change hands every Halloween, the #1 day in the sugar business. Then follow the other holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and of course Valentine's, the day specially consecrated to sweethearts. There's even a day when a bunny rabbit lays plastic eggs containing sugar wrapped in pretty foil. That's the 4th biggest sugar day. Scientists at Princeton University fed sugar to rats for several weeks and then took it away from them. The rats showed opioid symptoms identical to drug withdrawal, such as the shakes and teeth chattering and high-pitched crying and anxiety, even changes in brain chemistry.
This looks like food to other people. To me, this is heroin. You know, you could just like put it right in my veins. And in fact, might even pick the fruit off. Just because the fact I know that actually some of it's good for me and I just want none of it to be good for me.
Right.
And get rid of the fruit and just crunch down on the rest of it.
Terry is a pastry chef in the one profession that regards obesity as evidence of success. She fights sugar addiction continually, and today it was a losing battle.
Have you had any sugar today?
Yes.
What did you have today?
I had leftover birthday cake frosting from my son's birthday on Sunday.
Just the frosting?
Just the frosting.
In other words, you had the frosting in the fridge and...
No, the frosting was on the cake. I just took a fork and skimmed away off of the frosting. Then I got really embarrassed when my 3-year-old found me doing that, and so I gave him a tiny sliver of cake, and then I took the rest of the cake and I threw it into the sink and I ran hot water over it and I scrunched it up with my hands. And I got rid of it, but I didn't get rid of it before I ate a good portion of it.
Probably eat too much sugar, you know, it's marketed to them in very insidious ways a lot of the time, like breakfast cereal or, you know, things that are supposed to be good for them.
What do we do? Where did it go? What'll become of the fruity part of this good breakfast?
The honey sweet crunch of honeycomb cereal. Part of this good breakfast.
Big news! Lucky's added great green clover marshmallows to Lucky Charms.
We're getting closer.
It's part of this good
I
breakfast.
remember I was in high school terribly addicted to Hostess products. I actually used to shoplift Hostess products, and actually they caught me one time. I'll never forget that.
You didn't have the money, but you had the craving so much that you needed to get your fix.
Yes. Yes. And as I became an adult, the craving became more and more, to the point where as an adult, I really learned about binging in a big way. I can eat a lot of sugar in a very small period of time. You know, because I'm too ashamed to buy like a dozen candy bars in one place. I would go to like 3 or 4 7-Elevens and buy 3 candy bars in each one, as if somehow the guy behind the counter was making some judgment about me, about, ooh, that guy's going to eat 12 candy bars. I've met people who can eat, you know, a cookie and just go like, oh, I had a cookie, and go away.
Right.
You know, and that's not how my body operates. It doesn't really do anything for you all that nutritionally, and it just, you know, it makes you crave it. If I were to eat a candy bar right now, not now, but later, I would go like, ooh, must have sugar, you know, and I'd sort of go around and try and, you know, get that fix. It is like a fix. It is, I mean, it's totally drug-like to me.
Sugar devastated Jonathan's health.
I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure.
He became obese, tipping the scales at more than 300 pounds, and then
was diagnosed at 38 with type 2 diabetes.
But who would look to sugar as a cause of degenerative disease? Dr. Judith Halfrich researched the effects of sugar for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
We've done a number of studies in both animals and in humans and found that when we replaced complex carbohydrates, starches, with simple sugars, that a number of cardiovascular risk factors went up.
When you were consuming lots of sugar, did you find yourself getting sick a lot?
Yes, at the age of 31, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure.
If they ate starch or complex carbohydrates, their cardiovascular risk factors were lower than when they ate sugar.